welcome to Vlogmas 2020. I am so excited to be here with you all today and to share and bring you all of the holiday goodness. If you are new here, my name is Denise. You can find me on the web as Earth Tones Girl. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I am so happy that you've decided to stop by for a visit today. I'm so happy to be here with you all. Vlogmas 2020. Oh my gosh, I have decided, it was a little bit difficult for me to make the decision whether I was going to do Vlogmas at all, and I really wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it on my own terms and in a way that would work for my family, for myself, for time, for my own mental peace of mind. So I decided to go with weekly episodes. And I'm really excited for this format. I tried to do weekly episodes last week, and it was just such a busy time of the year. It just didn't happen. I think I did maybe one or two. So I wanted to try it again with a little bit more structure, a little bit more focus, and I think I've been able to do that. So I'm really excited to share my week with you. Today is Sunday, December 6th. So I will be starting my Vlogmas from Monday, which was actually November 30th. So I'll just be taking you through each day and just little peeks into my day with my family. Yay! How have you all been? I hope you're doing really well. November ended with a little bit of a shakeup for us. Really no need to go into it here. But I've managed to rally, and I'm just happy to be here, guys. So where do I begin? Let's begin with the obvious. The holidays this year are so different for so many of us because of COVID, because of everyone needing and wanting to protect themselves. And it's interesting, we're a little bit limited this year with our outdoor activities and things that we've done in the past. Just a lot of those activities are just not happening this year, and that's okay. I've touched on this a lot during my regular vlogging episodes, and how there's been a shift, especially with my family, a shift to find joy in the simpler things and to find joy in our home, and just in being together. And I just want to share some of that with you, and the modified ways that we're enjoying the season. So our home is now fully decorated. And for those of you who have watched me in the past, I have done daily openings of my advent calendars, and I'm going to talk about all of that in a bit. Daily openings of our advent calendars and things. And I'm even doing that a little bit different with you all too. So much to share. I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell. My face is bursting. It's not put on. I am so really and truly happy to share with you. Again, I do feel like there's a little bit of a cloud hanging over all of us, but I am choosing to just ignore it for the moment and smile with you all. So yes, our home is all decorated. I started to say, I had a squirrel moment there. And for those of you who have been with me in the past, this here is my Harry Potter tree. I have filmed in this setting before, but usually in the evening. And like I said, it is Sunday, maybe midday, and I'm just loving this light, and you can really see everything I have going on. So this is our Harry Potter Christmas tree. And this actually started 2 years ago when I was getting or opening Harry Potter themed advent calendars from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarns. And I just had balls, little plastic balls filled with each advent, and I would open those each day and hang them on the tree. And we were collecting all of these little Harry Potter ornaments, and I just said, you know what? I just want to have a tree with the ornaments on it, and I just love it so much. My husband counted the other day, and we actually have 5 trees in the house. Is that a little bit much? Maybe, but it's okay because it's making us happy. We have our main tree, which is over there, and I'll show that to you in a bit. We have this tree here, which is our Harry Potter tree. There is another tree across from me, which you will also see in a bit. That is my Legacy Fiber Arts Advent Calendar. So that's 3. That one's not a true tree, but it's a tree shape. And then we have trees in each of the kids' rooms. That also started about 2 years ago. And they saw this tree and they're like, Mom, can we have a little tree like that in our room? And I thought, why not? Where's the harm? They love the lights from the main tree in the evening, and I think they just wanted to have a little piece of that in their room. So we have little trees about this size in each of their bedrooms. They're not really decorated. They just have white lights on them, but it just makes their rooms feel so cozy. So yeah, it's just really, really cozy in here right now. And I really wanted that to be the main focus for all of us, because we're spending so much time here. So I just want everyone to be cozy and happy. So, starting, it's Advent. And Advent means that we get to open calendars. And the kids have calendars. And of course, Mommy has her adult calendars. And that adult actually sounded a little risque. That's not what I meant, but my Yarny calendars. So this year I went with, well, let's talk about the kids first. So it is Monday, and I am getting my Advent calendars all ready, as you can see here. I decided to go with, as I said, Legacy Fiber Arts. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel a little rusty. I haven't actually vlogged in a couple of weeks now, so I apologize if I'm a little bit rusty today. Went with Legacy Fiber Arts. This is their 4th year doing an Advent calendar, and it just wouldn't be Vlogmas without having their calendar to open each day. And once again, Sue and Chelsea, who are the creators behind Legacy Fiber Arts, have completely outdone themselves. So beautiful. I have a little mini clip here of days 1 to 3. And I am going to move over in just a bit and show you days 4, 5, and 6. But here so here's what the tree looks like before I opened everything. And then I started opening them. And what I do is I make little, I just tie them off so they look like little circles, little wreaths. And then I put them back on the tree once they've been opened. And it's so cozy and nice. I just love that so much. So then by Christmas, you've got this beautiful little wooden tree with all of these beautiful little circles of yarn, and I just love it so much. And I've gotten a lot of questions. I posted a picture of this on Instagram, of this wooden Advent display, and a lot of people were asking who made that, where I got it from, and my husband made it for me, my gosh, 4 years ago now when I got the first calendar. My father-in-law actually started the base. He built the base for me, and then my husband added all the wood, and we painted it together, and I added all of the clothespins, etc. So we worked on that together. I found that on Pinterest. I just did Advent calendar display, and it was like a scroll's worth of different options popped up. And as soon as I saw this one, I thought, yep, that's the one. So for those of you that may be interested in making one, I will add a link down below for you. So yeah, it was just getting ready for putting up my Advent calendars. And I also this year decided to get Woolberry Yarn Company. They were doing a Lord of the Rings. I keep touching the table and getting little tremors. I didn't realize how delicate this dining room table is. I'll try not to touch the table again. They had a Lord of the Rings themed Advent calendar, and I thought, ooh, that just sounds amazing. I try to go with the exception of Legacy Fiber Arts, I try to go with different yarn companies just to see what they have and increase my mini skein stash. And I just thought Lord of the Rings would be amazing. I had done Woolberry Yarn Company's she did a Lord of the Rings sock set club a couple of months back, and I did that and fell madly in love with the colors. So I thought I would do her Advent this year, and I have not been disappointed. Oh my gosh, the colors are incredible. And what she's done, which I love even more, she's named each of the colorways, and she really has captured the colors that she's chosen and the combinations really, really capture the names of the colors. So I'm not sure if she picked the names first and then did the colors, or made up the colors and then picked the names, but however she did it, Bethany, you've done an amazing, amazing job. If you're watching, thank you so much. I'm loving it. And the little display that I had, I actually found that Maria, who is Woolen Forest, she has a beautiful wooden frame that looks like that, very similar to that one, or mine is similar to hers, but hers is much more house-like, and it's really big. I think she has her sitting on a table, and I fell in love with it. It's so beautiful. So one day I'm just in Target. This is last Christmas. I'm in Target. It's the end of the season, and everything is 50, 60, 75% off, and I saw the one I have for the Woolberry, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it, and it's really funny. I was a little worried about bringing it in the house because we have a lot of stuff, a lot of holiday stuff, and I thought my husband would just look at me like, are you kidding? Do we really need another tree, another holiday decoration? So I left it in the Target bag in my car for months, in the trunk of my car, and forgot that it was there. So yeah, and then remembered this season that I still had it in there, so I brought it in the house, and it's perfect for this display. And I added the fairy lights, and it's just, I love it. Oh, I touched the table again. And I love it so, so much. So yeah, there you have it. Those are my 2 calendars. So I will open some of those with you. I've opened all of the Woolberry, but I will open today's with you. Today, the 6th, day 6, I will open that with you. In the meantime, I'm going to share a little bit more of our week. Here are the kids opening their calendars, and I've labeled each day for you. So I'm just going to let you watch and play a little music, and then I will see you in a few minutes. Enjoy. Wednesday, my dear friend Carolyn and I have been missing each other so much, and she decided to stop by for a little visit, and it was so, so nice to just sit with her. Granted, it was in the garage, which has the car in it and beach chairs and full of junk, but it was just so nice for the two of us to have a little bit of time to just sit together and talk. And we were still, we had our little social distance, and I had the garage door up just so we can get some air circulating, and we were masked, but it was just so nice to sit there and chat with her in person. I feel like one thing that happened to us, and I'm sure it's happening to many of you, we just both felt a little disconnected from each other. Just caught up in our normal day-to-day and, with family and everything else and goings on. And we just really wanted a little bit of time together and connect. And Carol and I used to meet almost every week or every other week at Starbucks or at the park. And that just hadn't really been happening. And I said, all right, you know what? Come on over. We're going to sit in the garage. And I turned the heater on. It was kind of a chilly day, but we had the heater in front of us. And it was just so nice to just sit there with her. It really, really was. It was lovely. And then on Thursday, my sister and my sister's been popping by, so is my mom, but usually they just come in for quick things, and they usually come in. My kitchen is just behind this wall here, and just out on the deck. You all have seen my deck, and it's really tiny. It's not really like a deck, but we sit out there, or we'll keep the door open. But again, because it's getting colder outside, it's just getting harder and harder to spend long periods of time inside the house, or we're just choosing not to. We're just choosing to be careful. My sister goes into the city. My brother-in-law works construction, so he's on the train, he's on the subway, and he's around guys on the construction site. So we're all just being really, really careful as we can be. And we decided to decorate part of the tree. Our tree had been up, but not all the decorations were put on. So we decided on Thursday to just decorate the tree together virtually. And it was so much fun. It was lovely. And I don't screen record very often, so I'm not really used to exactly what to do. I know some of you are laughing at me because it's such an easy thing to do, but I forgot to unmute us so you could hear us talking. So it's just kind of us doing our thing, and she's looking at the ornaments, and we're oohing and eyeing together and laughing. And it was so nice. We didn't even realize we were FaceTiming for almost an hour, maybe even longer. But it was just so much fun to hang out with her that way, and we were laughing together, and we've missed that. I know so many of us are missing that family connection, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I can see my sister, and I know many people can't see their families, but maybe FaceTime. You could do FaceTime or you can Zoom. I hope that there are ways for you to connect to the people in your lives. That is so important. And it's another reason why, again, I'm so happy I did decide to do Vlogmas, again, in a modified way, but I'm so glad I did it, because I hope the time that you spend here just gives you just a little respite from what may not always be that pleasant in your day-to-day. I hope it just gives you a little escape for a little while, just to come and sit with me for a visit with a cup of something, and you're making, you're knitting, crocheting, you're spinning, whatever it is that you're working on. So yeah, that was our Thursday. And then Friday we had a little outing, and I will pop that in for you right here. Friday outing was so much fun. The kids got to see their granny and spend some time with my sister. So like I said, we are getting together, but we're just trying to control how we're getting together. And Stu Leonard's is a really big, for those of you that live in the Northeast and maybe familiar with Stu Leonard's, it's a huge, really huge, like warehouse style grocery store. And it's sort of done to feel like you're walking through a barn, kind of, and you can only go in one direction in the store. So you start at the main entrance, and then everybody is sort of corralled, and you're walking through aisles to pick up whatever you need. So God forbid anybody turns and goes the wrong way. What are you doing? Oh my God, you're going the wrong way. People are nice about it, but still get a little bit annoyed. So we didn't actually go into the store that day, but what they do outside is they also sell Christmas trees, and they have this little ornament and holiday accessories and things like that, this little market outside. So that's where we are. That's where we were in that clip, just kind of looking at ornaments and shopping a little bit, and it's just so much fun. And the trees, the whole place smells like pine trees, and it's really, really nice. I personally think they cut down way too many trees, but that's just my opinion, not having a conversation about that. but yeah, so that was our little outing on Friday. And as you saw, we did, again, because of COVID, you can't actually visit with Santa, but Stu's has found a way around that with virtual visits. So that was kind of interesting. Not quite the same, but CJ was really, really excited. So that was really nice for him. Yeah, and after that, we decided, now I haven't actually talked about it yet, but our puppy, I mentioned that we were getting a puppy, and he's actually here. He's sleeping right now. If not, I would wake him up and show you. But maybe before I end this video, he'll wake up and I'll introduce you. But we decided to take him out for a walk. Our vet says we can't actually walk him yet on a leash because he still hasn't had all of his shots, vaccines, etc. But I put him in CJ's old baby sling and just kind of walked around the neighborhood so he could get some air and take in the smells and the sights. As you can see, or as you're about to see, he was very, very excited and wanted to get out of the sling. So I'll let you check that out. Somebody wants to walk. Say hi, CJ. Hi, Gears. I know. It's all right. It's all right. You smelling everything? Yeah. Don't eat me. Please don't eat me. There we go. Me and all my children walking. After our walk, wasn't he cute? Isn't he cute? He's the cutest thing ever. Again, I'll show you in a second. But after our walk, we came in, we got dinner, we settled in for the evening, and then we just kind of spent a little time just kind of all hanging out in the living room, watching Rudolph, which is, I think it was the year without Rudolph. There's so many Rudolph, those old like 1960s claymation or stop motion animation shows, and I grew up on those, and I'm so happy that my kids love them so much, almost as much as I did as a child. So we sat and watched that for a little bit, and I was working on a beautiful new sock that I'm actually test knitting for someone, and I'll show you that sock in just a second. And yeah, I just sat with the kids, and little Nepo was right next to us, just kind of hanging out, and it was just really, really lovely. I do want, I may as well, I'll just show you the sock right now. I've started on the heel, but here it is. Let's tuck this in and make it look a little neater. This is a pattern. I saw a fall version. Here it is. I saw a fall version of this sock, and can you see that? Oh, look at that, you guys. There was a fall version of this sock in the background. Mine is gray, but the background was this beautiful sort of brown color, and the Latvian braid was orange and brown, and all of this color work in here was sort of yellow and brown, and then the color work was a rich sort of rusty orange color. And I pulled all my colors. I was going to do it similar to her, to the colors the designer chose, and then I thought, you know what? No, I let it sit for a little bit, not too long, but the fall season sort of got away from me, and I ended the falling leaf sock cal and still wanted to knit it, but I wanted different colors. So I picked these because they just felt a little more winter, a little warmer, not warmer, but cooler to match the season. And I'm so happy with the colors that I picked. So happy. I love this color combination. So this yarn is Grey Gardens by Legacy Fiber Arts, and the white is Vanilla Bean, also by Legacy. And this gorgeous color here is called O Negative. Don't ask. Very unique color name. It's this beautiful sort of deep maroon, and this is by Into the World. And on their sock, on their fingering base. And guys, I couldn't love this any more. This Latvian braid, I have done a Latvian braid before on the cuff of, what am I trying to say? On the cuff of a mitten, and it's so beautiful, but never thought to put it in a sock. And I was a little worried, not worried, but a little concerned that it wouldn't be stretchy enough. But the nature of a Latvian braid are pearl stitches. So you're creating the pearl stitches and doing the Latvian braid, you're giving yourself, the pearls are sitting in between two rows of knits, so it kind of creates a stretchy, it doesn't look stretchy from the right side, but from the wrong side, I don't know if you can see, from the wrong side, you've got these pearl stitches. I don't think it's showing up here, but you've got these pearl stitches, which almost creates a little band of ribbing, which is why if you do the Latvian braid loosely enough, it will fit over your foot and have the stretch. It doesn't look it, but as you can see, I'm giving this a pretty good pull. So yeah, this is what I'm working on right now. And it's going to have, I started it right there. It's going to have a white heel, and then you repeat this pattern one more time. Let me see if I can show you a picture of the front of the pattern. So this is what the original pattern looked like. That was the cover, or the colors that I first saw on Instagram. And they're beautiful. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous for fall, but I just wanted something a little bit cooler for, and more holiday-esque. So that's why I chose these different colors. So yay. So that is what I'm working on, knit-wise. That was along with a couple of other gift knitting projects and things. But yeah. So let me show you one more clip. We also have elves around here. Elf on the shelf is something that we do in our house. And today, the elves got up to some funny shenanigans. So I will share that with you right now. And I couldn't end the episode. I'm going to open Yarn with you in a minute, but I had to share our little guy with you. Here he is. Everybody, this is Nepo, our little Cavachon, our 10-week-old Cavachon puppy. And we could not love him anymore. I just disturbed him from a nap, so he just wants to snuggle back in and go to sleep. As you can see, his eyes are so heavy, and he's making, oh, there he goes, and he's making the sweetest little chirping sounds. But here he is. You know what, let me move the camera back so you can see us a little bit better. There we go, there we go. But here he is, and his name, for those of you that may be wondering, his name is Nepo, N-E-P-O, and the kids decided, we were trying to figure out what to name him, and we are big Harry Potter fans, can you tell? And we decided to name him after Neville Longbottom, who is a slightly, I don't think Neville gets enough credit in the movies, but he is a character that we found started out really meek and sort of helpless at the beginning of the books, and by the end of the book he is such a pivotal character. I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't read Harry Potter yet, but he becomes a very pivotal character by the end. So we decided to name our little boy Neville, and Potter because of, Harry Potter. So his name is Neville Potter, and we just took the first two letters of each name and put them together for Nepo. And here he is, our little baby. Does it get any cuter? Oh, I know, honey. I know. He's so sleepy. The joy he has brought to our home is undescribable, you guys. His timing is so perfect. I actually feel myself getting a little teary because it's just been such a challenging year on so many levels, and there was a big space in our lives, in our hearts, in our home, and he has now filled it, and we could not be happier with him. He's a little trouble tree, as we say in the West Indies, in Barbados. He's a bit of a trouble tree sometimes, as puppies are supposed to be. He nibbles and he pulls things and he chews on things, but we are training him, and we're just happy. He's so peaceful right now. He's a good boy. So here he is. Here he is. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm gonna go put him back in his little bed to sleep, and I'll be right back, and we'll open some calendars, and then I will say goodbye. Hang on 1 sec. I'm back. So let's open Advents for today. My friend Rachel, who is my very dear friend Rachel, who is Treehouse Knits, she said that it would not be Advent without me oohing and ahhing over yarn. So I'm about to ooh and ah. So here is day 6. This is Legacy Fiber Artz. Let's open it. How can you not ooh and ah? Look at this, you guys. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Sue, I really don't know how you do it. Sue Stokes is amazing. She does most of the dyeing for Legacy Fiber Artz, and I don't know how she gets so many different color ideas. This is just a stunner. Oh my goodness, so, so pretty. Love it. So I will show you. Hold on, I'm going to go off camera for 1 sec. And what I usually do, so this is how they come out of the bag, of the little bag. And what I do is I just buy a little roll of ribbon. This is 1/8 of an inch wide by 12 feet long, just a little roll. And I get this from, you can get them from Joann's or Michael's. And I cut off a length, I don't know, that's maybe 7, 8 inches. And I will just put it through here. I don't open them yet, or unravel them, for example. And just put this through the other end, like so. And then I tie this off, like that. Tie it again, just a loose little knot. And then here's my little wreath or my little circle, and I will hang this on the tree. Really easy. So that is Legacy Fiber Artz. Gorgeous. Let's look at it one more time. And here is Woolberry. Guys, these colors are so rich. Oh my goodness. There's something, Legacy Fiber Artz has, you can't compare yarn companies because they're all so different. I find Sue's colors are so light and whimsical and fun. I love making scrappy socks with her advents and her yarn. Love it. And most of her advents are done on the steel toes base. If you guys haven't knit with it, I'm not selling this. She's not asking me to sell this. I just love it so much. Her steel toes base makes a really amazing hardy pair of socks. So just saying. Woolberry Yarn Company, her colors are much deeper. They're a lot, rich isn't the word, just darker colors, deeper colors. And they come in these beautiful, I've already taken out a bag, but they come in these beautiful little muslin bags. She has them stamped right here. Love that. So you can reuse the bags, which I love, repurposing. And here is the color for today. Look at that. Look at that richness, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love this so much. These are all 20-gram minis, by the way. This base is 75-25 and this base is 80-20, 80% merino, 20% nylon. 20 grams, approximately anywhere from 80 to 85 yards. Oh my gosh. And this colorway, she names, as I said, names all the colorways. And this one is Elrond. Look at that. There it is right there. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Nailed it. I just love them so much. And I know what this is going to be. I have wanted to make a fingering weight cowl. Just knit with the color, with the whole, maybe I'll keep a little bit, like maybe I'll use 10 grams in the cowl. It's just going to be a tube, a continuous tube with all of the colors. So there'll be 25 colors 10 grams of each in this cowl, and I just want it double length and just to put around my neck. Cannot wait. It'll be all Lord of the Rings. I can't wait to cast that on. I could probably start already, but I'm going to save that for a January project because there's going to be plenty of winter. Plenty. Or maybe it will be my Christmas Eve cast on. I don't know. Do you know about the Christmas Eve cast on? We'll talk about that later. So, yep, here it is. And this I'm just tucking back into the little cubby. I will fold this and everything just gets tucked back into the cubby. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me this week, you guys. It's been a really good week. Not too crazy. Things to do, but everything's been manageable. I don't feel rushed. I don't feel crazy, which is the whole point and the goal. As Mars, who is Hey Brownberry, said, we've been doing a little project together, and as she said, she coined the phrase December downtime, and I was determined to have that this year, and I feel like I'm creating that for myself and my family, and it's wonderful. I hope that you can find some downtime, find some moments of peace for yourself, and I will check back in with you next Sunday. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy Vlogmas. I'll see you next week.